What if I told you that a 19-year-old girl from New York shattered every assumption about what women could achieve? And by the end of this video, you'll discover how 14 hours in freezing water changed the world's view of female athletes forever. It's 7:05 a.m. on August 6, 1926. The water is 61 degrees Fahrenheit. The waves are rough, and the currents are treacherous. Standing on the beach at Cap Gris-Nez, France, is Gertrude Ederle, a 19-year-old from Manhattan who's about to attempt something that only 5 men in history have ever accomplished. Everyone thinks she's crazy. The newspapers call it a publicity stunt. Even her trainer has doubts. Gertrude has been preparing for this moment her entire life. You have to understand what swimming meant for women in 1926. They were supposed to be delicate, fragile, incapable of serious athletic achievement. Gertrude had already proven them wrong. She'd set world records, won Olympic medals, and dominated every pool she entered. But the English Channel? That was different. 21 miles of frigid water, dangerous currents, jellyfish, and weather that could change in an instant. The 5 men who had made it across called it the ultimate test of human endurance. When Gertrude announced her attempt, people didn't just doubt her ability, they questioned her sanity. Women simply weren't built for this, they said. Her body would give out, her mind would break. At 7:09 a.m., Gertrude steps into the water. She's covered in grease for warmth and protection. Her stroke is smooth, powerful, relentless. For hours, she battles waves that crash over her head. Jellyfish sting her face and arms. The salt water burns her throat and makes her sick. At hour 8, her trainer screams from the boat, "Come out! You're done!" The conditions are getting worse. Even he's lost faith. Gertrude can't hear him over the waves. Or maybe she chooses not to. She just keeps swimming, stroke after stroke after stroke. By hour 10, something magical happens. Her stroke finds its rhythm with the waves. She's not fighting the channel anymore, she's dancing with it. At 9:40 p.m., after 14 hours and 34 minutes in the water, Gertrude Ederle touched the shore at Kingsdown, England. She hasn't just become the first woman to swim the English Channel. She shattered the men's record by nearly 2 hours. The crowd goes wild. The reporters who came to document her failure are now witnessing history. Cable after cable races across the Atlantic with the news. American girl conquers channel. When she returns to New York, 2 million people line the streets for her ticker tape parade. More people than welcomed Charles Lindbergh after his solo flight across the Atlantic. Gertrude's swim didn't just break a record, it broke barriers. Suddenly, the conversation about what women could achieve in sports, in business, in life, changed forever. She proved that determination and training matter more than gender stereotypes. The human spirit, when properly prepared and committed, knows no limits. Her achievement came just 6 years after women gained the right to vote in America. She showed the world that women weren't just equal in the voting booth, they were equal everywhere. Today, when you watch Katie Ledecky dominate in the pool, when you see Diana Nyad swim from Cuba to Florida at age 64, when you witness any woman refuse to accept impossible, you're seeing Gertrude's legacy in action. That's the power of refusing to listen when the world tells you that you can't. Gertrude didn't just swim across the English Channel. She swam through centuries of doubt and limitation. Her story reminds us that every time someone says that's impossible or people like you don't do that, they're creating an opportunity for someone brave enough to prove them wrong. Gertrude Ederle didn't just conquer 21 miles of cold water that day. She conquered the idea that dreams are limited by gender. What seemingly impossible challenge are you ready to take on? What English Channel is waiting for your first stroke? Drop a comment below and share the barrier you're prepared to break. And if you're inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary people achieving extraordinary things, you need to join the History Sparks community. We're here every day, diving deep into the moments when someone refused to accept the impossible and changed the world forever. Hit that subscribe button because trust me, you don't miss the amazing journeys of courage we're exploring together. Until next time, keep swimming toward your impossible dreams.